Actually play real football again, and I mean when we're just in shoulder pads, I mean when we're blocking and everything, the trenches are live every day. So I mean we're used to it, but it's fun to catch the ball and have to make a move and have guys running at full speed just to get the feel back again.
What are you seeing from I mean, you have two big offensive line types running with you, primarily with Joe and JJ. What have you seen from them so far?
They stepped up a lot. I think JJ has realized his role. Last year, that he kind of just got moved quickly to tight end, and this past off season, I mean, as he got a feel for it last season, coming in here and there, he's feeling a lot better. He's feeling a lot more confident. His technique is great. I mean, but as a core, we're trying to get it done. Coach Grimes is asking a lot of us, and we're doing our best. But we have a lot more to work on, to get better at, and it's gonna. I think when the season comes, it's gonna be a lot better from what it is even right now.
What about the strides that you've been looking to make after a pretty good year last year?
For me personally, yeah, I just want to be more of a complete tight end. Last year I was more of a receiver. I was a slot receiver some of the time. So yeah, I just want to be, my blocking technique needs some work. I'm working on it, but my plan is by the season to be more of a complete tight end, be able to stay in with JJ and Joe, so it's not so predictable if we're running the ball, passing the ball. They're working on the same thing. They're working on passing plays, catching the ball, so our offense can just be we can have more weapons.
Grimes has stated that he wants tight end to remain a focus within the offense. What kind of changes, maybe nuances have you seen just from offensive scheme to this one?
Just more detailed, I'd say. Our offense is really detailed. The tight end does a lot of. We do a lot. We move around a lot. They ask a lot of us. We have to. If our block isn't right, then the whole play can get messed up. So I mean, for me, it's something different, but I want to work on it so I can be a complete tight end and then get the job done, so we can bust out more run plays. So there aren't as many broken plays as last year.
How has it changed the offense and what's possible being able to go to those 2 and sometimes 3 tight end formations?
It's awesome. It gets the defense. It's a mismatch because they don't know what's going to happen. We have bigger bodies, so if we can run the ball with us 3, then there's a weapon of a play action pass. And someone can just sneak out into the flag and sneak down the seam, and the defense just won't know. So it can be a weapon. And at times in practice, we get a little mad at ourselves or irritated. Coach Grimes is really detailed and wants us to make the play perfect every time. So when the season comes, we want to just perfect it so that we can just have these weapons, have these mismatches, and just make these plays when the time comes.
You mentioned the motion. There's a lot of pre-snap motion often involving the tight ends just from what we've seen. What difference does that make? Obviously, you guys have to be focused to make sure you're in the right spot and set, but just as far as making plays and kind of trying to mix things up again for the defense?
The defense, depending on where they are, we choose where we're going to run the play. I mean, if we motion, we have a possibility of having the tight end, one extra guy on the strong side, or if they shift over, the weak side has an open gap. So it just opens up that possibility for a mismatch.
Does anything change for you depending on who the quarterback is?
No, nothing changes. I mean, right now, it's just catch the ball. We have to trust in them. Whoever is taking the snap, taking the lead, as a quarterback, we just have to trust in them there, and we have to be confident with them. Some guys are new, some guys are straight out of high school, and they are getting their first feel for college football. So as long as we trust in them, they will trust in us. If thinking, oh, this guy, he's new, he doesn't know what he's doing, then it just causes that negative vibe around the practice, and none of us will progress. So if we trust each other, if we don't care who's in, as long as you catch the ball, as long as we make the plays, when the time comes, whichever quarterback is up in the season, it'll be good.
How do you see your own personal leadership role having changed, having been a year under your belt, and having that experience from last year?
For me personally, I think it's just to know my assignment, get it done, and just be more of a be tougher when it comes to blocking and running these routes. So I can't get bodied up by the linebackers. They can't push me around. I think that's what I mostly have to step up as. Last year, I was just kind of did my best to do my job and didn't really, I didn't really, not fight, but like didn't push myself to to be more aggressive. This year I want to be more aggressive, and the coaches have got on me for that, and that's my plan, be more of an aggressive player so that the players can trust me when we're blocking, so that they don't think that this defensive end is going to overpower me or this linebacker is going to overpower me when we're running. So that's the plan.
Coach Knight had his offensive philosophy of go fast, go hard. Coach Detmer had his offensive philosophy. What's Coach Grimes' offensive philosophy?
I would say Coach Grimes' philosophy, a lot in the huddle he says just play this play. Forget about the pass, just play this play. And as we do that, sometimes the defense, they're going to make plays. They're going to get a stop. They're going to get a 3-yard loss. Who knows? They're going to tackles for loss. But if we just play the next play, if we just realize that this play's ours, we keep that positive energy. We don't sulk. We don't whine about what just happened, but we just play that next play. We'll make a play on them. We'll make a play on the defense. We'll get a first down. We'll get a score touchdown. We can't just let these negative plays affect our whole drive, our whole quarter, the whole game, because that happened a lot last year. So if we just play the next play as it's a whole new opportunity, I think that will help us a lot more.
Anything else for Matt?